registration number because of the classes of college, and on this basis we
Okay.
were getting our attendance.
Okay. So if you can modify it
Yes,
to
sir.
your
Yes,
regimental
sir.
number or anything, then it is better.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay. Okay. All of you mute your mic. So now you're all seniors in the third year, so your responsibilities are more. Okay. So you have to take care of your juniors, guide them properly, orient them, and you have to create the interest. Okay. So are we waiting for anyone else or shall we start? Who is the senior cadet of flight A?
So, Jai Hind, sir. Myself, Corporal Navya.
Okay. Navya. SD?
Yes, sir.
Who is there from SD? Anyone?
Sir, myself, I am Danish Casey, a cadet Danish Casey from Flight A.
Okay. Fine. From flight C, who is the senior cadet?
James, sir. This is Corporal Nidhi Kumar.
Sorry, come again.
Corporal Nidhi Kumar.
Can you type it in the chat box? I cannot make it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kindly make sure that you log in on time, because after 10-15 minutes, I will not allow anybody to log in. And I expect you all, okay, Nidhi, right, I got you, Nidhi. So I expect you all to teach your juniors how to wish the officers the greetings, okay? These are all the things which you should be orienting your juniors. So we don't know how we can do best with these online classes. So we can just do the theory, whereas the ground training will be on hold until unless our colleges resumes. So till then, we'll be doing such kind of interactive classes over the internet live sessions. So if you have any issues, you can bring to our notice. We welcome your suggestions. So any cadet has any issues with respect to the network, that senior cadet has to note it down and bring to the notice of the respective ALO. Clear? So nobody should miss out the attendance, because whatever the classes will happen now onwards, so this will be considered as your actual attendance for your C certificate examination. So we expect you to attend all the classes, maximum classes which we are conducting. So now as per the plan, as per the training plan, so there will be 2 classes, 2 sessions in a week, one on Tuesday and Friday. So simultaneous classes will be conducting for continuous 2 periods. So each period is of 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. So one class will be handled by any one of the officer, and one class I will be handling on special subjects. Clear? Am I clear? Okay. I hope with other flights, the training plan has been shared to you all. That senior cadet should have a note of the training plan, on which day what class is going to be conducted, and same thing should be conveyed to your juniors. So you have to convey to the juniors what class is going to happen, and at least they should prepare something with respect to that class. It should not come with, without any knowledge, without any idea. So with this, we'll start our session, today's session. So basically it will be a revision class. So what is today's topic? Tell me before going to this. Let me know how many of you know what is the topic today. GSK 5. Yes, Nidhi, what is GSK 5? Sneha Shri is telling GSK 6 and NI 8. Okay. Is it so? What is GSK stands for? GSK is a general knowledge. Now here the general knowledge with respect to the defense services or with respect to Air Force, which we are talking about. General service knowledge, yes. So it's a general service knowledge. So it's a topic 5 that I'll be discussing. But before going to topic 5, we'll have a quick revision on all the topics. Now tell me, who is the Supreme Commander of the defense of all the defense services? If anyone has a good mic connection, you can unmute it and you can answer the question, because typing will take time. We don't want to waste our time. As President of India is the ultimate Supreme Commander of all the defense services. Correct. Okay. Who is the the head of Indian Army? What is the appointment called? See, you have to be very clear with respect to the appointment and with respect to the rank. What you're telling
Chief
me,
of
Rupesh,
Army.
Chief of Army is the appointment. COAS, Chief of Army Staff, is the appointment, and the rank is the person who holds that appointment. Is the current Chief of Army. That's right. So hope you all can see the screen. Yes. Okay, good. So now the Chief of Army Staff is assisted by few more staffs, that is Vice Chief of Army Staff, then 2 Deputy Chief of Army Staff, Principal Staff Officers, then Heads of Armed Services and Field Army. Now tell me, how many Army commands are there? How many Army commands? Number of Army commands? 5. Okay, any other guesses? 5. Okay, let's see the commands of Army. So there is a Central Command in Lucknow, Eastern Command Kolkata, Northern Command Udhampur, Southern Command Pune, Southwestern Command Jaipur, Western Command Chandimandir, Army Training Command Shimla. So how many commands it has now? 7 commands. Okay, there are 7 Army commands and 7 Air Force commands. So the commands, this is the simplest way to remember it: 7 Army, 7 Air Force. Clear? And 3 Naval commands. So who will be heading the commands of Army? A person with the rank of GOC. That is the command. It is called as GOC in C. It is in short. He will be heading the command of these commands, and the headquarters is in Delhi. And this officer will be a rank of Lieutenant General. Remember that. Coming to Navy, what is the responsibility of Navy? Can anyone unmute and tell me? What is the responsibility of Army? Generally, what is the responsibility of Army? Cadets, can you hear me?
Border security on land.
Sorry, come again.
Border security on land for army.
Yeah, rather than telling border security, it is to safeguard our land, our country, irrespective of the borders. So yeah, borders is also a criteria, but to safeguard the land of our country, that is the responsibility of Army. What is the responsibility of Navy? What is the responsibility of Navy? Safeguard coastal. Yes, any other answers? To safeguard Indian water border. Okay, then any other answers? Okay, we have two answers here. One is to safeguard the coastal and to safeguard the Indian water borders. See, there are two things which come up when we talk about the Indian Navy. So one is the Indian water and international water. So when we talk about the Indian water, so anything which is extended, if we say this is our land, this is our terrain, land, this is the southern part of our India, then from this point, the 200 nautical miles is, we call it as the Indian maritime waters, and beyond that is international maritime waters or the international waters, what we call it. So this 200 nautical miles is safeguarded by Indian Coast Guard, and the international borders are safeguarded by Indian Navy. So this is the difference which it makes with Indian Coast Guard and Indian Navy. Is it clear? So Indian Coast Guard is to safeguard our coasts, that is up to 200 nautical miles, that is Indian waters, and beyond that point, that is the Indian Navy comes into picture, comes into effect, which maintains or safeguard the international waters. To maintain, what is the purpose of maintaining these international waters? Because as you all know, currently the the tension which is growing with China and the other countries in the water, if you see, then the many ships are entering into international waters to make sure that there is a peace is maintained, because the sea routes have played a vital role in the economy. So this sea routes and the sea transports has to be maintained properly. So that is why the maintaining the peace and harmony of international maritime is very, very important, because that depends on the economy of any country. That is why the China wants to control everything. Okay, China wants to control that the international maritime. Now coming to Indian Air Force. Now what are the Indian Navy has that you can read out? I will not go in much detail. So next coming to commands of Navy. So Western Command Mumbai, Eastern Command Visakhapatnam, Southern Naval Command Kochi. These are the three commands. Now coming to Indian Air Force. Now what is the appointment of head of Indian Air Force? What is the appointment and what is the rank? You have to be crystal clear with this. Quick. Chief of Air Staff is the appointment, and the rank who holds this appointment is the officer rank. What is the officer rank? Is Air Chief Marshal. Yes. So Air Chief Marshal is the rank who holds this appointment of Chief of Air Staff, and is assisted by the Principal Staff and then Marshal of Air Force or Air Marshal. not Marshal of Air Force, sorry, it is Air Marshal. Now, if you look into commands, so Central Air Command is Allahabad, Eastern Air Command is Shillong, then Southern Air Command is Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, then Southwestern Command is Gandhinagar, Western Air Command, New Delhi, and Training Command, Bangalore, Maintenance Command, Nagpur. So again, the 7 commands, you have to note it down. It should be very clear to everyone. Can you all hear me? I think the browser has got stuck, some issue. You all can see the screen? Just type it, because I think the browser got stuck. Okay, fine. Now coming to the ranks, quickly we will look into the ranks. Now you're all third years, I will not show you the ranks. Now you will tell me the answers. Quickly unlock and tell me. What is the equivalent rank of brigadier in other two? Quick.
Air Commodore.
And Navy?
Commodore, sir.
Commodore. See, the common terminology, both the services they share. Here, the equivalent rank of brigadier in Army, in Navy and Air Force, it is Commodore. In Navy and Air Commodore is Army. In Air Force. So Commodore is a common name, a common terminology again here. Okay, so tell me what is the equivalent of flight lieutenant in other two? Quick. Flight lieutenant is
Lieutenant.
captain and lieutenant. Okay, good.
Lieutenant
Then
and captain.
captain. Okay, fine. Now tell me the equivalent rank of JCOs. If I ask, can you able to tell it? Subedar Major in other two. JCO, Junior Commissioned Officer.
Master Warrant Officer, sir.
Master Chief Treaty Officer,
Okay.
first class.
Not
And
sergeant.
sergeant. Sorry.
It is
Master
the
Warrant Officer,
Master
sir.
Warrant
Master
Officer.
Warrant Officer.
Correct. Master Warrant Officer and a Chief Petty Officer, Class 1. Okay. So now we will look into that. So these are all the different ranks. So you should be very clear about it. So main thing which I want to highlight here is you should be able to recognize this by looking at their shoulders or collars. Okay. So the star, so 2 stars on the shoulder is lieutenant, 3 star is captain, then Ashoka symbol is major, then Ashoka symbol with 1 star is colonel, and 2 star is lieutenant colonel, and then colonel, brigadier, and this is called as baton. Baton with star is major general, so baton with Ashoka symbol is lieutenant general, then all 3 together is general. Okay. I expect Disha to be on time next time. So now JCOs, if you look into, so these 2 stars here and these are also 2 stars here. So how will you make a difference? So that you can differentiate the ranks of the officers by JCOs or officers with this strip. If they have a strip or here, so it indicates they're all the junior commissioned officers. So this is the difference. Then tell me, what rank is this? This one with 3 strips.
Captain, sir.
Okay, this one. See here, these strips share the common terminology again with Air Force. I will compare side by side both of this. In Air Force, this dark blue, on middle of it there is a light blue. We call it as one strip. So there's a flying officer. So here also there is a round circle with one strip. So both are of same rank again. So here it's flying officer, here it is a sub lieutenant. Again, the two strips with circle here, and here in Air Force again there are two strips. So flight lieutenant, and the two strips with thin strip in between, squadron leader. Here it is lieutenant commander. Same thing, circle, two strips, and middle small strip. So both shares again the same kind of symbolic representation in terms of ranks. If we talk about, so again three strips here. So here also wing commander three strips. Here group captain four strips. Here also captain four strips. Okay. Then a thick strip with circle. Here also a thick strip represents air commodore. So air commodore and above all have thick strip, and one strip, two strip, and three strip. So it's like this. You can remember it. And coming to JCOs, it is the circle in which have Ashok symbol and eagle, and with one strip warrant officer and two strip master warrant officers. Right. So that's it. Now we will talk about a very important thing which will come in your examinations: the gallantry awards and non-gallantry awards. So note down the gallantry awards during wartime. That is Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, Sena Medal, Nav Sena Medal, Vayu Sena Medal, mention in dispatches, Chief of Staff Commendation Card. So these are the gallantry awards during wartime. So first one is the Paramveer Chakra. The highest one is Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, then Veer Chakra. Then comes all Sena Medal, Nav Sena, Vayu Sena, then mentioned in dispatch and Chief of Commendation. Next, coming into gallantry, other time, peacetime gallantry awards. First highest is the Ashoka Chakra, Kirti, Shaurya Chakra. Three, you have to be very clear, note it down. Peacetime gallantry awards: Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra. Then non-gallantry awards or distinguished services: Sarvottam Yuddha Seva Medal. So I think you can see this when you're looking at any of the officer which is written next to the name. AVSM, VSM, all this thing. VSM stands for Vishishta Seva Medal. AVSM stands for Ati Vishishta Seva Medal. So all these things comes under, depends on the distinguished services. What are the exemplary services they have done? So whereas these comes for the wartime heroes, those who perform extraordinary in case of war with their talent and ability. So that comes, that awards called as gallantry awards. And non-gallantry awards is honored for their service which they rendered throughout the years. So that is, first one is a Sarvottam Yuddha Seva Medal, Param Vishishta Seva Medal, Uttam Yuddha Seva Medal, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, Yuddha Seva Medal, and Vishishta Seva Medal, VSM. So this is about that. Now coming to GSK 4, the organization of Indian Air Force. You all can see the screen. Okay. So organization of Air Force. So again, the Supreme Commander is the President. Below that, there will be Defense Minister. Then below Defense Minister, there are the three services. That is Army, Air Force, and Navy. And now, the Chief of Air Force will be, that the Chief of Air Staff, COS, and that is Air Chief Marshal. And below him, there will be 6 principal staffs. They will be holding a different appointment. So this is VCS, Vice Chief of Air Staff. This is Deputy Chief of Air Staff, Administrative Officer, then AOP, Administrative Officer of Personnel, Administrative Officer of Management, and Inspector General. So these are the different persons. Sorry, I'll come again. This is Air Officer for administration, air officer for personnel, air officer for maintenance. This is not management. M stands for maintenance, and this is inspector general. Okay. So we'll write down here. Six principal staffs. One is Chief of Air Staff. Below the Chief of Air Staff, we have VCAS, Vice Chief of Air Staff. And VCAS, Deputy Chief of Air Staff. And AOA, AOA stands for Air Officer for Administration. And AOP this administration is AOP is Air Officer in charge for personnel. And after AOP, what is next? AOM. AOM stands for Air Officer in charge for maintenance. Then IG, Inspector General. Okay, what are the responsibilities of this? PCS plans for all the actions, all the operations which has to be taken care, all the flying operations that has to be done, that is taken care or looked after by VCAS, Vice Chief of Air Staff. DCAS, Deputy Chief of Air Staff, assist in planning. Then AOA, administration. So all the administrative activities, everything is looked after. Materials required or the logistics, everything is looked after by administration. Then personnel is all recruitment, promotions, transfers of the entire Indian Air Force personnel. It depends on AOP office. And AOM is responsible for all the maintenance. Any aircraft which is under the maintenance, what are the equipments to be purchased, replacements, all those things comes under AOM. Inspector General is responsible for future planning. Which aircraft, what is the position, what is the status of Indian Air Force, what is our strength, what is the next technology that we want to buy, what is the next kind of aircraft that we want to buy. So all these plannings are all done by, Inspector General, IG. Now coming at the Air Headquarters, then Air Headquarters has commands, and commands has certain wings and stations, and each wings and stations has certain squadrons. So this is the structure of the Air Headquarters and the commands. So how many commands we have? We have 7 commands. So Air Headquarters is monitoring the 7 commands, and each command has certain wings, say 4 to 5 wings or stations it has, and each station has 3 to 4 squadrons or units. So this is how it is split. Now if you look into here, so a station is always referred to be a self-accounted unit. It means it is independent to take its own decisions. That is what it means. It is fully capable and independently responsible of its own administration. A wing or a station can do or take actions solely and responsibly by considering the orders with the command. A squadron comes under station, is a unit, is a non-self-accounted unit. It means the squadron cannot take any decisions. So all the decisions and responsibilities are taken by station. Station gives the instructions and squadrons will execute it. So if you look into this, a station structure, a Air Force station or a wing, we call it as. What is the difference between station and wing? Can you tell me? Anyone? Unmute it. Any cadet, can you tell me what is the difference between the station and wing? Can you all listen to me? Are you listening to me? What is the difference between the station and wing? If you're listening to me, answer to my question. Self-accounting unit. What is that self-accounting unit? Well, tell me in general, what do you understand by station and wing? Both are same, but what is the difference? Station is the main center. No. See, station and wing both are same, but it's a difference. For example, Air Force Station Tambaram or Air Force Station Jodhpur or Air Force Station, whatever you call it, it's a fixed structure. It is immovable. Whereas wing, it means you can temporarily shift the entire wing to a emergency location. Now, if you look into that, recently there has been tension which has been come up at which is a place in the north east with respect to China, Galwan Ghati. In the Galwan Ghati, recently the incident which took place, so the Air Force has come into action and they have moved the entire wing, a temporary structure. It means the setup which has been moved temporarily to there for action, so that we call it as a wing. Okay. Whereas the station means it's a permanent buildings, structure, everything. So that is called as station. So wing is movable, whereas station is non-movable. Clear. Now, if you look into the structure that is headed by AOC, Air Officer in Command, so that is the appointment, or the station commander also we call it as. So he has again the 4 divisions here. So there will be a flying squadron and a COO, the commanding of, this is operation, this is chief of operation, this chief of administration officer, this chief of engineering officer, C engineering officer, C administrative officer, chief of operation officer. Okay. So under operations, this is the person who will take care of the operations of flying everything. So what are the departments that comes under him is ATC, Air Traffic Control, Meteorological Department, Navigation and Flight Safety. All this comes under the flying operations. Administration comes under accounts, canteen, security, work, medical, education. These all comes under the administration. Engineering, signals, armaments, logistics, motor. Motor means your transport vehicle. Say it might be Jeep, car, Gypsy, anything, all those maintenance, MCC, refilling, technical squadron. These are all comes under engineering, chief of engineering officers. And air officer commanding in chief, AOC in C, is assisted by 3 people, that is SASO, SOA, SMSO. These are nothing but the same persons. SASO is again, he is looked after in your C certificate examination. So the branches in Air Force are flying branch, navigation branch, education branch, medical branch, administration branch, logistic branch, meteorology branch, and engineering branch. So these are the different branch that Air Force has, which usually comes in fill in the blanks or maybe 2 marks questions. So most of you will leave it as it is. So you have to write it very carefully. The different branches of Indian Air Force, again I'll repeat: flying branch, navigation branch, education branch, medical branch, administration branch, logistic branch, meteorological branch, and engineering branch. Clear? So with this, we'll wind up today's class. I hope it was useful to you. So in the next session, we will continue with much more technical aspects with respect to syllabus. Any doubts, any queries? Okay then. There are no issues, no queries, then it's fine. We will wind up the class. What is DCC? Where is this DCC? Where you have seen this? Can you tell me, Shilpa? Which section we are talking about DCC? MCC. Uh, MCC is also kind of maintenance. It's a MT stands for the motor transport. It means the only vehicles like 4-wheelers, 6-wheelers, and all. MCC, even I am not much sure. It might be a maintenance of aircraft. I think technical squadron is for maintenance of aircraft. MCC, we have to check it. Anyway, I'll check that and I'll let you know. Right? Okay then. There are no other questions. Then we will wind up the session. So I'll be sharing the attendance to your respective ANOs. So they will be consolidating it. So senior cadets will help them in consolidating the attendance. Okay, Jai Hind.
Hello everyone. Hello.
When you're audible, you can talk.
What to talk?
Whatever you want to.
I don't want to talk anything. Simply I open.
Then mute na.